Carly Rae Jepsen, hi.
Hi.
Thanks for catching up. Just so everyone knows, you're sitting in the world's most slinked back lounge. And
I am at my leisure.
And I am sitting in the most upright, uncomfortable chair. Hopefully it's not as disjointed as what the current sitting arrangement is. Welcome to Australia and back to Australia.
Thank you so much.
I caught up with you on Zoom late last year, and I can't believe how quickly the tour came around.
Me neither. Time is flying.
It really is.
Post-COVID, it's just like, what day is it? What month is it?
It's March already?
I know.
Please tell me how that happened.
I know. I'm happy about it, though. It feels exciting.
We're back into it. How is it back playing shows? You loving life?
I am. I think I'm having more fun than... I'm saying this as an epiphany as I'm saying it, but I think I'm having more fun than I've ever had on tour, actually.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
The crowd. I saw the clips of the show last night. The crowd is crazy.
The crowd is crazy.
They're crazy. And I think I see it in your face because obviously, as you would know now, whenever you go to a show, you as the performer are caught at multiple different angles, right? Like I see every angle of you last night. And I think there's a couple of times where you were blown away by just how loud they sang the words at you.
Yes. No, it's true. It's kind of shocking in the best possible way. I don't get used to it, and I hope I never do.
Yeah. Do you sometimes, when you like throw the mic, the artists do that thing where they're like, everyone's and sometimes the words don't come back right as an artist. People are like, oh, this is a dead room. No one here singing. But then last night, it was literally, they sang it so loud. I think you were like, whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I'll tell you a little secret sometimes because you're kind of, you're factoring in all the things that are on stage. I'll have a moment where a song that I've sung over like hundreds of times, and I'll be like, what is the second verse? and it's a nice trick now that I can be like, anyone? And I'm like, oh yeah, I knew. I'm glad that we all knew. And then that's my trick for when I forget the words.
Do you have you thought about why you forget the words? Is it because they're so ingrained that you don't really have to think about it? It's like muscle memory, but then sometimes the muscle just forgets. Like you just get caught up in the moment going, where am I at on this?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. Maybe I'm just like slowly losing it.
Maybe dementia set in.
Maybe it's a bigger problem.
Do you know where you are? You are in Australia. The show, as I said, is a whole bunch of fun. You start with a confetti pop. It can only go... there's no way but just to continue to go up from there, really.
Yeah, I've talked to the team about it. I was like, we got to stop with this because it's too exciting. I don't know what we do afterwards.
Do you ever get off stage and find confetti in places that you're like, how did that get there?
I have swallowed confetti before.
Really?
Mid-song. You know what you do? You just keep going.
Right.
Cough it up, keep going.
Just like a furball.
I have learned when they really have the wind blowing, though. Yeah. And the confetti, because, if on a good day it goes this way. On a bad day, outside, Philippines, it came this way. And this is my technique, is you do real rock star. I'm showing you all my secrets.
Yeah, no, I want to know them all.
Real rock star. So instead of singing like this, you sing like this. So you got one that's just like tossing the confetti as it comes
you're
by
like
the
blocking
note.
it from inhaling. That's a great
some
little
fun
trick.
Facts.
There you go. Anyone looking at clips of Carly Rae Jepsen on the internet, if there's a flick, it's to stop the confetti.
You swallow one confetti, you start to have some ideas.
I bet. Your fans are obviously so passionate. They throw things at you too as gifts, right?
Well, hopefully not at me.
No, in your general vicinity.
Yeah, we would like to say on top, please don't throw things at me. No, I've been gifted swords. This is the thing. Do you know about the sword thing?
No,
I took me a while to learn about the sword thing.
Please, you've been gifted
swords. Yeah.
SWORD.
It's swords, yeah.
Yeah, no, you have an accent and I have an accent. And I just wanted to make sure we were talking about the same thing.
Well, last night I think I got, what's it called? Almost Star Wars. Like what's
a lightsaber.
Yeah, I got a lightsaber. That was new. No. But somebody started, this is going to make no sense. It still makes no sense. But somebody started a campaign, I think on like, maybe it was Reddit, maybe it was Twitter. I really don't know the source of it. And they said a campaign to give Carly a sword. Because the internet is a weird and wonderful place. And so every time that I sing Cut to the Feeling, I guess cut, sword.
I get that.
The way things you do get it?
I get it.
Okay.
No, I get it.
Well, then you're the only one.
I'm on board. I think this is a great little fan army situation. Okay. Like, who can smuggle a plastic sword into a show and gift it to her.
It's not always plastic. That's also concerning.
Is that what?
Sometimes wooden. These things could no. Anyways.
We need to talk to your security
That they
then.
light up, and I've been given swords during cut to the and it's sometimes I don't see the sword, and then someone always just when that song, just usually our finale is like, and here you go.
Yeah.
I've knighted my guitarist.
Okay, this is fun.
I play with it every time.
Do you collect them? Do you take them home?
I'm making a chair like Game of Thrones.
Okay, yeah. You're in the middle of the tour. You've got a whole bunch of like cities left to go here in Australia. Do you have any downtime? Have you got any plans to have a break and a reprieve and a little vacation?
It's true. We've had a bit of time. I mean, we came in and we had a full day. We arrived in the morning, so we had a full day before the show to go exploring. Mm-hmm. We climbed the Sydney Harbour Bridge, like real tourists.
Beautiful.
Fabulous.
Yes.
So good. It's my second time.
Did you do that yesterday?
Yes.
It was very hot.
It was. We went early enough. There was still a nice little wind.
Okay.
And then we had plans. We had illusions. We were like, we're gonna go and like walk around and see the botanical gardens.
Nice.
Did about 20 minutes of that, and then we're like, or we should just sleep in the shade under this tree. It's so hot, and get some gelato. That was also what we did.
Well, you sound like you're living peak tourist life.
Thank you.
You enjoy. You sound like you're loving every moment of it.
I am, and we have a show tonight. So.
Of course, yes. Yeah. Congratulations on the record as well. We spoke about that last time. And the song.
I feel like this chair I can't.
Yeah, no. You're slinking into your chair, and I am like something in my cheeks right now, and I'm just trying to readjust.
There you go. We've readjusted.
The Loneliest Time. That song found a life of its own, right?
It did. It had a TikTok moment.
It did really have it, and I think last time we spoke, you didn't do TikTok.
I still, I'm like, I'm intimidated by TikTok, but I think it's so fun to watch. I've definitely stayed up. I think we've all had those nights where you're like, it's 4 a.m. and I'm watching someone do a cooking show on how to make homemade mayonnaise. Like, why am I watching this?
Well, yeah.
But that happens to me. It happens to the best of us.
It does.
And
we all have a weakness.
We all have a TikTok, addiction night.
Yeah.
But I learned enough, I think, in that night about the platform of it, and I think it's great. I think it's so much fun.
Okay.
And I'm still a grandma in terms of technology, so I do need help with my TikTok. But so is Rufus Wainwright.
Yes.
And it was our song that went viral together, so we were just dying, laughing, being like,
"What is this? What is TikTok? Could someone download this to my phone and tell me?"
I know. He would text me, be like, "Apparently, we're going viral." And I'm like, "What does it mean?"
And people love to scream that word out to you, the line to that song that went viral on the Tock.
Yes.
It was crazy.
Hey, I mean, it's funny because in the writing of that moment, I feel like that's how I wrote it. We were all friends, like longtime friends, Nate Seifert and Kyle Shearer and I, when we were writing this, The Loneliest Time, which we would lovingly call our Opus because it was like a 4-minute song. So the hilarity too, that it's like our 4-minute 7-piece string section, and like you take the little bridge, which is just like the TikTok. Right?
Yep.
That's got some comedy to it.
It does.
but anyways, yeah, we were kind of dancing the song into fruition, which is always a good sign, I think, when you're kind of like joyfully dancing the song into life. And that was me being a ham. And as a joke, I was like, what happened was we reached the moon. And that ended up being the take. And so, yeah.
Hey, great lines.
There you go. Thanks.
Do you know in that moment when you're writing it, this is something, or do you go, this is a little bit of fun? You've obviously had a bunch of viral songs in your career. Do you know in that moment, or does it, in reflection, you go, oh, I should have known? I should have known that would have gone.
No,
crazy.
I never know totally what's going to connect. That's the honest answer to that. But this is going to sound, I'm going to be careful how I say this. Okay, so when you're writing a song, I think the important thing to capture, especially if you're doing it for as long as I have, is like the joy of it. So as I'm writing any song, I'm in deep belief that I'm making the best song that I've ever made so far. It's like 2 weeks later that I realize I'm like, this is a bit of a dud, or like, you know what I mean? But like in that moment, I really believe, yes, absolutely, that it feels like there's something special to it. Otherwise, what's the point?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I should also say Happy International Women's Day. Did you know that it was today?
No, I'm a bad woman.
No,
I had
you're
no
a great.
idea.
No,
Did you know that?
I was going to ask you, as a strong, independent, powerful woman.
Oh, thank you.
That's you. What advice would you give your younger self? Where you sit in your career today? Was there anything that you would reflect on?
Oh, I mean, there's like a list of things that I wish I could go back and tell my younger self to like worry less about, or, you know, focus. I mean, one of the things I think I didn't realize, and this is going to sound less about maybe being a woman and more just about being, you know, youth is wasted on the young, is that
Oh
like,
my God, is that not
you know,
true?
you
My
know,
knees don't work like they used to before, seriously. If
But
I
you-
used them properly, like when they worked, my life would be different.
Sometimes also being a student, I think, is being like such a great student again, because you're traveling, you're reading, you're learning about all these different things. And I'm thinking there was a time in my life where I was fed, I was sheltered, and all my job was to do was to take in information and learn about things. And I thought that sucked.
Yeah, and all you did was want to not be sheltered
I would
and
love
fed.
to do that now. Like, that sounds like a great like use of my time. So
Yeah.
I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it does
There you go.
perfectly.
Yeah.
I feel like the youth is wasted on the young. Like, if I could take the lessons I've learnt today and go back 15, 20 years and tell my younger self that I wouldn't be here now. I don't know where I would be, but I just know that
We'd all be doctors.
we would be. Enjoy the rest of your Australian tour.
Thank you so much.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Lovely to
Don't
see
make
you.
it so long next time until you come back.
Hey, I won't. And you know
Global
what?
pandemic or not. And can we switch up the seating arrangement next time?
we should not use this as our decorating.
No,
but
I
hey.
totally agree. Carly Rae Jepsen, a pleasure to see you.
Thanks.